Hey, what's up? It's Deanna. Super Bowl Sunday. Yep, I'm a football widow. So my husband's enjoying the football game right now with his friends, and I'm bored. So, by the way, Jennifer, if you're watching, hey, thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate your passion for the antiques, and it's nice to see young people collecting antiques and showing a passion for history and things from the past. So, thanks for watching, and I promise I'll upload a video sometime this coming week showing you my collection. So what do I have here? I have a Kestner doll, and she was probably made sometime between 1890 and 1908 or so. And she's wearing her original dress, and it's a pretty cotton batiste dress with lace. And it's like almost like a peachy pink, but it's faded over time. I don't know if you can see the peach inside the dress, like on the sleeves. It's peachier than the rest of the dress, but the sun fades these old dresses. So it got worn from age. So if you have antiques, try to keep them away from the sunlight. If you have them near a window and you're concerned about the tapestry or fabrics, keep them away because the sun does fade and damage your antiques. So nonetheless, I guess the previous owner kept this by an open window or by a sunroom or someplace where the UV rays from the sun faded the dress. So she's got layers and layers of undergarments. As you can see, it's like all cotton. Cotton fabrics were very big back then for, making doll clothing. And silk was another one. By the way, I hate silk fabrics from the 1800s. They always do something called melting. And like a lot of times they shatter just when you touch them. But cotton, oh my goodness, cotton lasts forever. I have stuff from the 1860s made out of, dolls with dresses made out of cotton that are just as good as the day they were made. And so these are like little pantaloons. So that was like a form of their underwear back then. I think there was a rule, like a lady back then had to wear 5 pieces of undergarments underneath their dress. And that was like for modesty. So imagine it being like in the 90s, in the middle of the summer, and you're sitting there in the humidity, and you had to wear 5 pieces of heavy-duty cotton undergarments, and there was no air conditioning. Yeah, you can imagine. That wouldn't be a pretty sight. I would have probably wanted to die if I was a lady back then. So she also has her original socks and her original shoes, and I love antique original accessories. And yeah, the bottoms of the soles of her shoes are coming, off. It happens, what are you going to do? And it has little buckles made out of metal, and it has a little side button on the very side of the shoe, as you can see here. And you can see how well made everything was with these Kestner dolls. Well, actually, Kestner was one of the top German doll makers, besides Simon and Halbig. So they really made beautiful dolls. And everything they did, they just did with quality. And so let me show you the rest of the doll. So she's on a jointed composition body. So her arms swivel, her legs swivel, her head swivels. And she has peaches and cream complexion. As you can see, she has an open mouth with teeth. And she has feathered, hand-painted eyebrows, upper and lower painted lashes. And she's got sleep eyes. And the sleep eyes are made out of glass that were hand-blown. And inside the head, the eyes are affixed to little lead rockers. Like it was like a leaded weight that was attached to the eyes with wax. And when you lean the doll back, the eyes close. But I stuff the head with paper, and I do that for a reason with these dolls, because over time, the weight from the lead holding the eyes to the rocker actually can pull down on the eyes, and the eyes can fall into the head and shatter. So this protects that and stops that from happening. So if I wanted her eyes to sleep, I could just take the paper out. And the wig is a replacement, and the hat's a replacement. It's a really good quality mohair wig, and it's blonde. I thought it would suit her. And let me show you her head. So originally, these Kestner dolls came with a plaster pate, and I took it off. It's like actually glued on, but I know a way to get it off without damaging the doll. And so now, for now, it's Scotch tape on. And then I was able to get inside the head to stuff it. And I'll show you the mark on the back of the head if I can do this with one hand because I'm filming with one hand and I don't want to break the doll. And she's their 168 model. And this was a very popular model. It was mass produced, but done with a lot of quality in mind. She has, let me see. Yeah, again, she has that lovely peaches and cream complexion. She has very peachy cheeks, really nicely painted lips, as you can see. And she's really a great doll. She's not too big, she's not too little, she's just right. And she looks a little scary without her wig. And so I'll show you like her body construction. So it was made out of composition. The composition was like pretty much like wood, pressed wood and plaster and all sorts of things, all put into like a mixture with glue. And it was formed into the shape of the body. And her legs and her knees can move. You hear the squeak. I love that sound. That's the sound of an old doll moving. And these dolls were great. They did make these type of dolls on kid leather bodies, and they're not as mobile as these jointed composition ones. Their heads can swivel, and the ones on the kid leather bodies can't. So this gives you more mobility to pose the doll. And I like these types of dolls better. The swivel head ones are more of my favorites. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And I'm glad I got to share this with you as I'm a Super Bowl Sunday widow. And bye, Jennifer.